In this video, we're going to show how to, when you have water, how to give it a color and how to give it blur. So we'll start off with some volumes, and I'm going to use, first of all, a post-process volume right here, and we'll just drag the post-process volume out. You can see it's purplish, and I'll drag the post-process volume out, and I'm going to expand it on the X, Y, and Z axes here. So I'll just expand it all the way across and all the way that way until it reaches both sides. Then also I'd like to expand the height of it as well. So I'll expand that, and I can't really see it there, so I guess I'll go to like a front view, and there we go. So I'll be able to see exactly where I need it or want it. It looks like I got to get some more height out of it, so probably like that. And then move it. I'm trying to keep the bottom so the bottom stays below the bottom there, and then also I need to increase the top a little bit. So let me split the difference and then increase the height just a little bit. There we go, and then I'll pull it down to there. I'm good with that. Let's see, this one's going to be, we'll just call this blur, and so this would be my blur volume. How about that? Or, yeah, just blur volume. And also I want to make a folder here with all my water stuff in here. So I'll just click here to create a folder, and we'll just call this water stuff. How about that? Water stuff. And then I will take my post-process volume and drag it on top of water stuff, and there it is. So anyway, oh my, for whatever reason, the blur did not take. So let's try it again. Blur volume. Alright, so there, my blur volume is now under my water stuff, and I think I'm ready to go ahead and start working it a little bit. Alright, and then as you can see, here it is, but I probably need to take it down a little bit. Boom. Right there, looks good. And it does look like it's all over. If my camera's not going fast enough, I can crank the speed up a little bit, maybe to 6. There we go, maneuvers me around a bit. Alright, so I want to put, so when I go down in here, I want to be able to see blur and color with this. So I'm in my blur volume, my post-process volume here, and I don't see anything that says that because it's hidden under the settings rollout right here. So it's under the post-process rollout and then the settings rollout. So if I click settings and then come under here, in order to make it look blurry underwater, first of all, let's go under the water. How about that, where we're supposed to be? And I'm kind of in the lake here, so I should be able to see when it's blurry. And by the shadow or even the texture, you should be able to tell when it's blurry. So I'll come down here, and we're going to look for blur, but blur, there's nothing really that, well, I guess there's motion blur, but that's not what we want. We want the depth of field blur effect. And the method of blur we're going to have is we're going to change this to Gaussian DOF. And whoa, you can see it's already blurring, but you can see that there is a line right here going across of clarity where it's not blurred, and we probably need to adjust that. So let's do that. Let's adjust that. And we can do our near transition right here. So I can take that and watch as I move this. It goes a little bit. There's our transition. I'll move it there. Let's see. How about our, what else? Oh, well, let's see. My focal distance right there. See that spot of clarity? I'm going to bring that closer to me so that now things close to me are going to be clear, and the things further away from me are going to be blurry. And that's kind of what we're looking for. So things that are close should be clear, and I'm going to bring that so it's only the things that are right near me, and everything else is just going to be blurry far away. Alright, that looks pretty good. So what we did was depth of field. The method is the Gaussian blur. I guess if I turned off near transition region, can't really tell that much difference, so I can turn that off. But the focal distance here, I took it all the way down to 1, and again you can see if I crank it up that it takes the area of clarity and brings it further out. Well, that doesn't make sense, so we're going to leave it at 1 and bring it close to us. Alright, that looks good, but now that we've made blur, let's also make, how about color? So we'll go back up here a little bit, and we see some other color stuff, but the one that we really want is this scene color right there. And so I'll roll out scene color, and if I roll this out, you can see I've got my RGB that I can adjust here, or if I just click on the white bar, it allows me to, or double click it. Why is it not coming up? Normally if you click the white bar, then it comes up. So I'm not sure what's, oh, I have to check the box. Check the box, and then hit the white bar there. And now I get to determine if I want, what color I want. Red, purple, blue, green. I'm going to do like a seafoam green here under the water. And maybe something, I don't know, seafoam green, kind of like that. It looks kind of bluish, kind of greenish. Anyway, I kind of like that, and I'll say okay. That way, watch as I go up and out. So there I am. I've got the blur and the color all in the same one. And it kind of fades as I start to come out of it, and then I'm out. So very good. So I kind of like that. So I'm doing the blur and the color. Now you can't see it when I'm looking here, but as you go down into it, that's when it starts to take effect. When you are actually in the volume is when the color changes. All right, so that looks pretty good. Let's, that's how you do blur and color. So I'm going to stop here, and we'll put a surface on this in the next video.